On this edition of Let's Explore This, we are going to be discussing Hart Mill. Hart Mill is a community in western Swain County, situated at the intersection of Lower Alarka and Hart Mill roads. This is a wildly rural community located about 5 or so miles west of Bryson City. The mill is named after the Hart family, which has a long lineage going way back to the mid-1800s, at a time when this area was a part of Macon County. Swain County, for those who do not know, was not founded until 1871. Before that, a portion of it was a part of Macon County. So, what we have here in Hart Mill is an old bridge, apparently, all covered with shrubbery. The question remains, can we walk on it? Should we walk on it? I don't think we're going to be doing that, folks. I have shorts on, and that looks like a lot of shrubbery. Besides, I'm not even certain how sturdy or safe the bridge is, 'cause I can't really tell, 'cause it's all covered with kudzu. What a bummer. But what about this side? Does it look any better? I mean, look at how high that kudzu goes up. Man, that's above my head, right in the center of that bridge. But you know what? Did the road once come over this way? It's hard to tell. It's a possibility, sure. It looks like pavement does extend toward this direction, but that could just be the pavement for the main road. Still, with the gravel here, it kind of does look like that. Possibly at one time, there might have been a road veering off this way, but could it have been the main road? And then they built this newer bridge, or was this older bridge something else, like maybe a private road at one time? I think it was the old bridge before they built the new bridge. Okay, so back to Hart Mill, a community that was definitely named after the family of the same name. Likely, it has a strong relationship with Dallas Hart. There is a decent-sized write-up about Dallas Hart in this here book, The Heritage of Swain County, published in 1987. It has been said that the large and comfortable Hart home and farm was located on Alarka Creek, about 5 miles west of Bryson City. The home was removed not long after it was visually isolated by a necessary high fill for the railroad, which had to be relocated as part of the Fontana Dam project. Wow! Look what we have here, folks. Old Mill Drive. I wonder, what is up there? Could it be the remnants of an old mill? Let's take a little trip and find out. So, now, we are heading up Old Mill Drive, and it is one mighty steep road. Yeah, I'm not crazy about this, but we do need to see what is up here. Could it be the remnants of an old mill? Well, here is part of the Hart community, but what... Oh, man. This turns into a dirt road. Oh, I'm not crazy about this. It looks like we're not going to go any farther up. So, yes, we are turning around. This all looks like private drives and houses and stuff. There is a little road down here to the left. Let us take a peek. Wow. Well, that's probably another private drive. I don't know, but we're not going to be going up that steep road. That's worse than this one. But I can tell you one thing. I don't think this is where the Hart Mill was located anyway, 'cause you know why? Well, it was supposed to have been on Alarka Creek. The picture you are looking at right now is the picture of the Hart home, as it once appeared in the lower Alarka vicinity, likely in the setting that came to be known as Hart Mill. And this picture, it is a pic of the old Hart Mill that was once located on lower Alarka Creek. It was built and operated by Dallas Hart and his son, Robert Hart. As to the whereabouts of the house and mill today, they appear to not be here and are likely long gone. What I will show you, however, is this, a couple of old abandoned buildings in the immediate vicinity. Here's one. Could this have been part of the Hart Mill? You know, that building does look like it has cedar shingles for its siding, but its roof is metal and kind of caving in. There are some cinder block chimneys. It's an interesting little find. Not certain if it was actually part of the mill. I doubt it. It doesn't exactly look like what was in this photo. Or does it? Yes, there is a slight bit cut off to the right, but there are two windows. Here, there are also two windows. These here, though, they do not look as long as these boarded up ones here, but who knows? Some remodeling could have certainly been done later on. Then, look at the placement of the chimney there to the left. Here, the chimney is also on the left. Yes, no cedar shingles here, just typical siding, it appears. Could the shingles have been replaced? Unusual for cedar or wood shingles, probably, but who knows? Clearly, logs can be found here. How about here? Well, maybe. It's just hard to tell. Certainly, the foundation here does appear to be something different and a bit high, just as what you see here these days. The house, though, it does kind of look a bit higher in height and a bit more up on a hill than what is present here. Still, some similarities do remain, but are they all just some kind of coincidence, or is what you see here what remains of this? You know, that is a question that must be pondered. Anyhow, this here looks like a kind of ticket booth. I mean, it looks like there would have been a window here. Somebody would have been standing on the other side, talking to visitors, I guess. maybe there was a driveway or something here at one time, a kind of parking lot, or maybe this was where they would sell some stuff. And behind it, we have Alarka Creek. Yes, an interesting little find here, I must say that much. We have a framed building with a nail sticking out, a metal roof. There's a little platform here overlooking Alarka Creek. Yeah, the creek is kind of muddy and quite full right now. A lovely little creek. But we have another building right over there. That one looks like a main building or a main house, kind of with that Dutch barn feel. It kind of doesn't look like what was in that picture, but who knows? It once had some kind of purpose. Well, it's got logs. This is a log building. But why? Why do they need those asphalt shingles? An old building like this, looking like the roof might have been replaced. Possibly the building could have been built later, sure. But this kind of construction, it has historic value. Yes, it is a log building with firm logs on the bottom. Above it, it's kind of boarded logs, so to speak. I wonder why the change. Stylistic difference, maybe? This is what it looks like inside, folks, and yes, I have to be really careful. I have no idea how sturdy this thing is. We are inside of the log cabin here in Hart Mill, and there was something out in the back of here at one time, maybe a porch with metal railings or a metal platform. A nice view of the creek, I must say. It certainly does not look like a mill building, but it does have some casement windows, 6/6 sash, a fairly large rear door. How's the front door looking? Smaller. The front door is definitely smaller than the rear. This window, well, actually, I don't think it had sashes in the bottom like that one. I could be wrong, sure. As I said, it might have had it, but yeah, the glass covers the sash. So the glass going all the way around might not mean it did not have any sash at one time. It might have, although I don't know. Now, should we venture upstairs? Yes, I think we should. But how sturdy are these stairs? How sturdy is this building? Well, sturdy enough, I guess. I am like taking this major risk going up here. It's kind of scary, but we are now upstairs, and yes, I most certainly do have to go back down. But here is a kind of outside balcony upstairs, and over here we have the little fanlight window above the door. The wood here, yes, it does look quite sturdy. In fact, some of it looks a bit new, like not that old. Ooh, there's a lot of these honeycomb things, like, things that bees live in. Beyond that, I must say there are some places up here where you do have to be very careful, like over here. So, some of this does appear to be crumbling away, but folks, we have to take... I don't like this. I can actually see bottom. This one here looks kind of, I'm not sure about... Oh, look at that one. A board's missing. You know what? Let me just hold on to this in case it comes out. This way I can hold on to something. And we did make it. Safely, might I add. Safely. Yes, we did make it. And we made it very safely. But, you know, this is the community of Hart Mill, and this is the kind of things you will find today in the Hart Mill vicinity. Now, I don't know if this is where the mill was located. It might have been someplace over here, but it could have also been on the other side of the bridge, you know, where those newer houses are located. I don't know. Regardless, it was located, as the documentation says, 5 miles west of Bryson City, which is about in this area. But this has been Fedora Bones for Hart Mill. Oh yes, we do have to move on.